Yeah, this is episode 5 of Esma's Little Adventure. Um, a devious homecoming. I do believe it was. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Deviant Homecoming?
A, gra- a grave homecoming. Um, over the last couple of adventures, our group, who started out in Gelborn, boarding the ogre's despair, stopping in Oma to restock after fighting a couple of elementals and barely surviving. Um, they they Alma and Oma, they had some rather dubious job, a rather dubious job happen or not happen is the way it turned out, and barely made it back to the ship that was headed toward the Emerald Isle. And after a rather bizarre deal made with a red dragon on the way, in which for their lives they gave the dragon the treasure in the hold and allowed him to eat the entire crew.
That wasn't my idea.
Our party now owns its own galley ship, now called the Storm Dragon, in honor of the Storm Lord and the dragon that spared their lives. Um,
And because it's metal.
yeah, it is a nice name for a ship. um, the group then made it to the Emerald Isles. And as we open tonight's episode, they have docked in Raynor and are headed toward the capital city of the island, where Esma's mother is queen. So, but how long has it been since you've been back?
Since I was a little girl, I believe.
So it's been many, many years.
At least,
And
I would say at least 10.
so this should be an interesting homecoming in itself. And that's where we're going to pick up tonight.
Woot woot.
So you guys had actually made it about halfway toward the capital city. You had uh, camped on the edge of the forest and had a little problem known as a couple of winter wolves that almost ended all three of you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it is now the next morning. What are the three of you doing?
I think Esma woke up early and she is playing with her knives, practice shooting, and just practicing bow and arrow and stuff. She's just making sure she has some practice on that.
Okay. What is Misty doing?
I'm checking my arrows, making sure they're all in good shape, and my bow's still in good shape, and finding something to eat.
Okay. And what is Lucid doing?
Well, it took a long time to skin that wolf, right?
Yep.
So I'm still skinning the wolf, I guess.
Did you took all night to do that?
Well, no, I guess I rested and prepared spells and such.
Did you only skin one of them, or did you attempt to do both of them?
Just one of them.
Okay. Do you have specific plans for the
I'm
pelt?
making him into a coat.
So
I think we're also planning on selling the meat or making into jerky or something. I don't remember.
Mostly interested in the coat. But if she wants to help so we can get some of the meat,
well,
sure.
Esma probably does some of the meat because she wants some jerky. Wolf jerky is delicious.
It is quite edible. Even some of the inns in the area have it. So
I say, cooked a little bit of it for supper last night after we fought.
yeah.
Probably. After we skinned it, let it hang for a little bit.
So let's see, what would that be?
Survival?
Yeah, that'd work. Give me a survival roll to see how well your coat is coming along.
I got 17 total.
Okay.
Mike, did you want me and Melody to roll or just Lucid?
No, this is just to see how well Lucid is doing making his coat that he's making.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Can I use guidance on that?
Too late. Working on it when you have time in your travels, it will take you about 3 days to finish this coat.
Okay.
So you all do what you're doing. You cobble together a breakfast of your rations and some of the meat that you have. It's just past sunrise. It's about 7 or so.
I feed the eyeball to Misty's pseudo dragon,
He's looking at the three of you with this look like, who are these strange people?
Here's the question. Did our horses run away during the whole fight or did they stay put?
Let me find out.
They were tied to the tree, right?
Oh yeah, they were tied to the tree.
I thought you guys had done that when you made camp that night.
We did.
Okay. They are nervous. And is anybody going to feed them?
I'll go feed them.
Okay.
And by the way, Esma did not throw the knives towards the horse. It was to another tree trunk that they're not near.
Okay. Yeah, that would have made the situation even worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Esma, did you kill our rental horses?
Maybe not.
We paid a deposit on these.
Yeah.
We gotta steal. Hoist meat is delicious too.
Are we horse thieves too now? Jesus.
We're pirates.
Pirates and horse thieves both within a matter of days.
That's funny.
If they catch you guys, you're in serious trouble.
Our credit score is going to be so bad.
It's gonna be a 0.
But you go feed the horses. Like I said, they are incredibly nervous. Esma throwing knives around them doesn't help.
These are obviously not rental war horses.
No. These
No,
are
those have been more expensive.
much. These are just your standard horses. Maybe a little stouter than that because they have to carry you and your supplies and your armor and such. But no, you guys have a fairly leisurely breakfast. And then after about maybe an hour, you pack up, put the fire out, and head on your way toward the capital city. You've got another day or so, maybe 2, depending on how many times you stop.
I think we
So,
want to go as fast as the horses allow, right?
yeah.
Like, we aren't killing the horses, but other than that, we're not resting more than we have to.
Exactly.
Gotta go fast.
As fast as our little horses can carry us.
The horses, they do that, but you can tell
The
even
horses are annoyed.
even with you and your stuff, you can tell the horses are somewhat annoyed and a little skittish because these are rental horses. They don't know you guys. You didn't really bond with these horses, so and the first time you stop, things attack them.
They were just attacked by wolves.
There was fighting and yelling and dying.
Horrible for morale.
Yeah, so the horses are not thrilled. But
Give the horse a biscuit.
you
Get a
may,
horse an apple.
Sure, that.
Or grass.
yeah.
Also, gives
I was gonna say good luck finding an apple. But you make pretty good time. You come up, you ride for a while through the open farmland, and you can see probably a mile in all directions because it's a decent weather day. But as you're riding along, you enter this second forested area. And I need all 3 of you
Oh, Mike.
to make perception checks.
I love you, Mike, but sometimes you are so sadistic.
I cast guidance on Melody. And then I guess I make my own perception check.
What?
Ah.
What?
Which guys do again?
You roll a d4 and
D4.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
and add it to your number that you normally get.
Oh, Mike.
Okay.
What?
Pick up mine.
What? Whoa!
So I got a 10 plus 5. So that's my normal is 15. And I rolled a 3.
So you got an 18.
I got a total of 9.
Yeah.
Esma's too busy playing with her knives to notice
Right.
anything.
I got a 23, but it's a nat 20.
mean a dirty 20?
No, he
Oh,
would
wait.
know.
That was on the wrong character sheet. 1 second.
On character.
What did the dice roll?
The dice roll was a 20. My bonus is a 6. So
So
it was a
you-
26.
Awesome, Lucid.
So
Well, I
as-
just wasted my only natural 20 on a perception roll. But we'll see.
At least you didn't get a 6 plus a 3 or 2.
Esma is too busy juggling knives while attempting to ride a horse. Which is making her horse even more skittish.
My horse loves me, whatever.
Yeah,
Just
your,
like-
your horse is thinking to itself, I hate being a rental horse. You never know what kind of rider you get.
Or he's thinking, or she's thinking, I hate this Genasi person being.
The only positive thing from the horse's point of view is you are extremely small and light. So the horse likes that, but does not like the knives flying around well. So Misty hears noises up ahead of you on the right as you go deeper into the woods. Lucid, however, knows the noises because he's heard them before.
Thank you, Lucid.
Monsters!
No, actually, these are the noises of dwarves. And you hear screaming, you hear weapons clanging, you hear footsteps from sound like people running.
Guys, it sounds like there's a fight over there.
So should we
let's
follow
go.
or run?
I said it's best to keep going.
Maybe go around? I don't know. Do we want to check it out?
No.
Esma likes a fight, so she's like, let's check it out.
Okay, we should sneak up on it.
Yes, let's
Esma, you
sneak it.
should sneak up on it.
Okay, I'll sneak up on it.
But you shouldn't run in alone. If there's something there, you should report back.
Will do. So Esma goes to see what it is.
And the horse looks up.
Sneakily.
The horse looks up at you with his look like you've got to be kidding.
My
I
horse
assume she
loves
leaves the horse
me.
with us, right?
But
Can't sneak with a horse.
That is true. How far is it, Mike?
I'll tell you. It's about Lucid would estimate about 60 feet ahead of you.
Okay, so I think Esma would ride the horse close enough so she can tie the horse around, and then she could sneakily look without being noticed.
I cast guidance on Esma
Thank you.
before she leaves.
So what I'm gonna say is you ride the horse about halfway till you're about 30 feet away. And then you tie it off at a nearby tree. And give me a stealth check.
I am pretty stealthy.
And
And my dice. Okay, it's 11 plus 8, so 19.
Plus D4.
Plus D4. Thank you.
Yeah, roll a d4.
I'll use one of my new dices.
Praise
Cool.
the Stormlord.
Okay, so that was Praise the Stormlord. 11 plus. What was it? Was it 11 or 10? It says 10. I must have misread it. So 10 plus 8, so 19.
Okay. You're able to walk up 30 feet in the woods and be fairly stealthy.
And Esma's going like this. Just joking.
Well, plus there's enough noise going on that, you know, the battle in front of you, they're not really paying much attention as you
They should.
wander up on this village. And as you get to the edge of the village, there's a wooden protective wall around it. But there's a large chunk of that wall missing.
Oh, so she can't use her rogue skills to open the lock, I guess, if there was a lock.
No.
So she jumps over the wall with the big chunk missing. Hopefully she doesn't get tinnitus. Or tetanus.
No. It's a wooden wall.
Oh, okay.
Held together by actual wooden nails.
Cool.
This was crafted by dwarves. They can do absolutely amazing things build wise. You see elves of all males, females, children. They're all running around the village trying to pick up weapons and find spots for cover.
Do I see what they're trying to fight?
You look up and you see this large brownish gold color that's illuminated by the sun that's above it. It suddenly moves.
Do I know what it is?
You've seen a dragon before. Not this one though.
Okay.
It's a different color than anything that you know of dragon wise.
So I wouldn't know what kind of dragon it is.
No.
Okay, Esma thinks she saw enough because she doesn't want to have the dragon see her. So she stealthily runs back to her horse to tell her party, her friends.
So we should go around, right?
Yes, go around.
And
Way
hope,
around.
and hope the dragon didn't see Esma.
just as you're reporting back to the rest of the party, you all three hear a deafening roar and an explosion.
I cast Shield of Faith.
Esma hides.
So, Lucid cast Shield of Faith. Esma hides behind the nearest clump of woods.
I
What-
hide behind the nearest clump of woods on there, a little ways away from her.
Well, I'm hiding so I can be stealthy if we get attacked. I don't know why Misty's hiding.
I don't want the dragon to see me.
So only the cleric is strong enough to say, I'm standing here. I'm gonna do whatever I need to do.
At this point, you hear dozens of footsteps running. And as you look around the wood, you see everybody, you see dozens of dwarves just trying to get out of the wood as fast as they can.
Run, dudes.
And just as one passes you, you see this goldish brown stream come down and hit this dwarf. And it is immediately frozen where it stands.
Ooh. Pretty.
It's, for lack of a better term, encased where it stands. All of you have seen amber in your travels before. All of you have seen mosquitoes and other insects trapped in amber. That's what this dwarf is now. It's trapped in amber. And this also tells you that the dragon is basically directly above you now.
Okay.
How big is the dragon?
It's an adult dragon, so it's
Big.
60 to 70 feet long.
Okay.
And as you look up and the sun reflects off the amber scales of this dragon, it's the most brilliant goldish brown color you've ever seen in your life.
Must be a beautiful dragon.
Does Esme have the bag of holding by chance?
No, because we're not in Fallen Dragon.
Different game.
Doesn't mean she doesn't already have it though.
No, we
No,
don't have it.
She
bought it.
doesn't have it yet.
Yeah, we didn't buy it until
Yeah.
Fallen Dragons with the other group.
Oh yeah.
So what do you guys do upon seeing this dwarf solidified in amber?
Well, Esma's still hiding, so she's gonna stay hidden. She feels comfortable hiding.
I'm hiding as well, hoping the dragon disappears or moves on.
You guys suck. I can't hide well.
What does Lucid do?
I mean,
I guess I go the opposite direction of the dwarves.
Back toward the village, or
Well, away from the dragon that's directly above me.
well, you can go either direction for that.
And Esma's gonna follow where Lucid is, but in hiding. So
Actually, I'm gonna need stealth rolls from both of you if you're still trying to hide.
oh, me, Melody too, or
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I got a nat one.
You're not hiding.
I got 15 plus 3.
18?
So Misty manages to hide
Okay.
as Esma heads toward Lucid. The dragon sees both of you. Because Lucid was standing out in the middle of the open anyway.
I thought you said he was moving away though from the dragon.
He's trying to get away.
Don't piss off the DM, Melody. Don't piss off the DM.
The dragon moves several times faster than Lucid or Esma does. Yeah. One flap of its wings and the dragon could be back at the village already. So you're not going to outrun a dragon.
I'm surprised the dragon doesn't see Misty. I'm just messing around.
Someone speaks Draconic, right?
She successfully, she was successful on her hide roll. So she's still in a clump of trees hiding, hoping that the dragon doesn't see her.
Oh, I was just joking, Mike.
And now that the dragon sees the two of you, it's somewhat preoccupied anyway. As I recall, it was Misty that spoke Draconic.
Yep.
So does Misty speak to the dragon at all?
Am I close enough to the dragon to speak to the dragon?
You know what's tasty? Dwarves.
The dragon is a good right here. The dragon is 30 feet away from you and 30 feet above you.
No.
You could attempt to speak with the dragon, but two things. One, it would be difficult, and two, you would have to come out of hiding to do so.
I have to come out hiding to talk to it?
Yep.
What's the dragon doing?
It's hovering over Esma and Lucid right now. About 30 feet above them.
I step sort of out of hiding, not totally out of hiding, and say, "Hey, dragon, you don't want them. They're not good to eat. You want the dwarves."
It turns its head. It sees you. You are no longer able to hide.
Really need to learn to speak Draconic.
Me too.
Your breast stinks, dog.
Now I need initiative rolls from the three of you.
16 for me plus 4, so 11. 21, I mean.
What?
21.
16 and 4 are 20.
Oh yeah, I meant 17 and 4. I was saying the wrong number. Doing the right
Okay.
math, saying the wrong number.
I got a 22.
I got 18.
Okay. Let's see what the dragon gets.
I think Mike really wants to kill Esma with a dragon. Or he likes dragons, one or the other.
That's my dice. Do not even think of it, Papa. That's not food. That's not food.
Interestingly enough, you all get to go first and the dragon gets to go last. So, what do you do?
I guess I divining bolt it.
Who goes first, though? Which one goes first?
I think Patrick got the higher initiative of all three of you. Yeah, let me write this down real quick here.
What?
I got a 25 to hit.
Ooh. No, not right now.
Oh, that means we should. Let's see.
The guided bolt gives it what do you call it? Advantage for the next one? Is that another one that I'm thinking of?
Yes, it gives advantage to the next
Awesome.
one. Which means if you go next, sneak attack.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was asking.
Synergy.
From with your bow, maybe considering
I
it
can.
has.
I can do that if it's with an advantage. It's called it's my sneak attack special.
Yeah, but considering it hasn't landed yet, you have to use your bow to even hit it.
Well, no. That's what I'm saying. It says that on a sneak attack special, once per turn, I can do an extra 2d6 damage to one creature if I hit attack with a ranged weapon, or if I have advantage on the attack.
Right.
So we pick her up and throw her at the dragon.
Big old thrower at the dragon.
You'll find out. You'll find out Esma doesn't fly well if you do that.
And you have a better chance of me flying at the dragon than
I do have levitate. I levitate to her, jump off, and hide. Try to hide.
Your 20 foot of levitation would still put you 10 feet below where the dragon is.
Okay.
You could attempt it. You could try and levitate and shoot it from there, but
yeah.
Maybe just shoot it.
Yeah.
So does 25 hit?
Well, yes.
I hope so.
Yeah.
23 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that's all I've got.
Would my short bow be considered a ranged weapon, Mike, or no?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
All bows are considered ranged weapons.
Not that it helps, but I could do a 2d6.
Unless you walk up to somebody and, crack them over the head with your bow, it's considered a ranged weapon.
That's what I thought. I just want to make sure I was thinking the right thing.
So,
all praise to the Stormlord. Lightning!
not your turn.
Oh, right.
I think Esma's gonna love chaos, so I'm gonna start praising chaos. Because she just would love it. She'd think it's fun.
So you're going to make an attack at the dragon with your short bow, are you?
Yes, I am.
Okay, roll to see if you hit it.
And would that be considered my special sneak attack? Because I can do that once per turn.
Yeah,
Okay, awesome. I got a 22.
that hits.
Awesome.
Unfortunately, I don't have anything that can do that much damage.
So you roll your normal damage for your arrow,
Yes.
and then you roll the 2d6 on top of that.
Okay. So that would be 3d6 plus 4. 6, 6, 5. So that'd be 12, 17 plus 4, 21.
Okay.
Not that that helps on a dragon, but yay! And then Esma hides. Shoots it and then goes and tries to hide
Dives
from the
into the
dragon.
bushes.
Yes.
Give me a stealth roll to see if you successfully hide.
That's a 12 plus 8, 20.
For the moment, you're able to dive into a nearby clump of trees.
Awesome!
You think you are well enough hidden.
We'll find out.
Okay, it's Misty's turn. Before you roll, what are you doing?
I'm gonna attack it with my bow.
Okay.
I
So
got 12 plus 3 plus 2.
that's 17.
That hit?
No.
God damn.
Uh-oh.
It's now the dragon's
I have my
turn.
window. And now I dash to hide.
You're not a rogue.
You do not have a bonus action.
I have a movement though. I can move.
You can attempt to move 30 feet. You want to.
I move 30 feet.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
You,
Away from
You,
Lucid?
you are basically on the edge of the same clump of trees that Esma is supposedly hiding in.
Go the other direction.
Hey, I didn't say what direction. I said I moved.
That's what you should have said. Because you gave an opportunity for the DM to decide where you go.
The dragon is now somewhat annoyed by these two minuscule arrows sticking out of one of its scales. I need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
10.
17 plus 3, so 20.
19, 17 plus 2.
You two are hiding, and the dragon lets out this ear-shattering roar. The two of you sort of shake it off. Lucid, however, doesn't. He's now basically cowering in the spot where he's standing.
Great.
Sorry, Lucid.
Sorry, Lucid.
Then
I gotta
The
add it. I gotta add an animation here whenever you do that, where a dragon just flies and goes. Ah!
basically, um, it moves a little over to where it's basically equal distance between Lucid and the clump of trees that the two of you are hiding in. Because for all it knows, Lucid didn't do anything to it. He's been standing in one spot the entire time. But it does know where the arrows came from, because all he needed to do was look down and see the two of you. And he knows that you rushed off to a clump of trees 30 feet away.
I was just hiding. I was just hiding.
They were gonna stay there and get blasted by Amber.
Speaking of which, he opens his mouth after the roar, and a cone of golden light, 15-foot wide, hits the trees that you two are hiding in. He doesn't bother with Lucid, because Lucid is now cowering on the ground and can't get any closer to him than he is. I need you to make Constitution saving throws, both of you.
I got a 6 plus a 3, so a 9.
They gonna die.
I got 16 plus 2.
How many hit points does Esma have?
35.
She just takes 54 points of molten amber damage.
Okay.
And is encased in amber.
Okay.
As she stands there. How many points does Misty have?
43.
You also take 54 points of molten amber damage and are now basically encased in amber. Now, how this works is at the end of each round, you can make a saving throw to try.
Mike, I thought you said you're doing the saving throws, not us. Or is
No,
that? Or we're doing it?
Those are death saves.
Oh, okay.
You're not dead yet.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Because the Amber Dragon works in a different way. You are encased in amber. You still have a certain amount of air left in there. At the end of each round for the next 3 rounds, you can attempt to break out of the amber.
Okay.
It takes it 3 rounds to solidify.
Okay.
If you don't, anybody in your party can then attempt to break you out. And they have 3 attempts at that.
Okay.
If that doesn't work, your character's dead.
Okay.
And I mean permanently graveyard buried dead, because you have 6 attempts to get out of this, and if you can't do that in 6 attempts, you're dead.
Okay.
But the only one of you who can attempt to help you is cowering on the ground, because he failed his frightful dragon presence roll and is scared shitless of the dragon and basically won't leave the spot he's at. So,
Rightly
we gotta
so.
break ourselves out.
All
um,
right.
but like you, at the end of each round, he can make a attempt to not be frightened anymore. And it's his turn, by the way.
So I got a 20 constitution roll.
So you are no longer frightened. So you, yeah, you can. We'll say that was a bonus action, and you can attack the dragon.
I guess I guiding bolted again.
Okay. Give me a
17.
Nope. That missed. The guiding bolt. What color's your energy when you do that?
Yellow?
So a bolt of yellow energy shoots from your hand and barely misses the top scale of the dragon and goes shooting off into the atmosphere. Now it's Misty's turn. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Uh, 17 plus 2. Oh wait, Constitution. Yeah, 17 plus 2.
19?
No. 17 plus 2 is a 19, and no.
We gonna die.
I need one from Esma.
A nat 20 plus Constitution, right? Plus 3, 23.
You are able to fight your way out of the amber.
Okay.
You do, however, take 12 points of burn damage from the molten.
Okay. Oh, Mike, I think you're frozen. Oh, you're not frozen. Okay, so how do I do that?
Well, let's see.
So I'm revived, but I take
Yeah, you're revived because you were able to fight your way out. If you had failed your 3 saving throws, you would have been at 0.
Okay.
But you do take 12 points of burn damage.
So does that give me my max hit points, or that's what I'm questioning? Okay, that's what I want to make sure I was doing it right. Okay.
So you start at max and then subtract 12.
So I got 23 now.
So now it's Lucid's turn again.
I'm burning, but I'm still feeling not that. I feel better than me being cased in amber, so.
It's like a really bad sunburn, basically.
I've never felt that before, but I will imagine it in my mind.
I do a first level guiding bolt with 18 plus 6, so 24.
That hits.
for 46.
Yay!
4D6.
Right, 17.
Okay. Um.
Oh, guess what we've been forgetting?
What?
The pseudo dragon.
You've been forgetting the pseudo dragon. It's your
Wha-
pseudo dragon.
What? Like your pseudo dragon's gonna go attack a full size dragon? You've got to be kidding.
Pseudo dragons, all kinds of nope.
Yeah. In fact, it's like if I didn't have this strange bond to you, I'd be out of here already. Now it's the dragon's turn.
Okay.
And I have to roll to see, well, which of the two of you is going to attack. Melody is still in.
Popsicle.
Yeah. Melody is an amber popsicle at the moment.
So it's kind of like the mosquitoes that you see, like in that little amber thing.
Yeah, except a much bigger version of that.
Oh. She must be very pretty, encased.
She is, but she has a very upset look on her face right now. It's going to go after Lucid.
Sorry, Lucid.
Well, I have to roll a D6 first. Nope. So it's going to land right in front of Lucid. Lucid, with what's your armor class?
20.
I love your armor class, by the way. That's a nice one.
It got a 29.
Oh boy.
It just did 7. It basically lands, stretches his neck out, and bites down on your shoulder for 17 points of damage.
I Wrath of the Storm back as a reaction.
Okay.
To deal 2d8 lightning damage. It needs to make a dex throw, DC 14.
You said Dex?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Does that count extra damage because you did guiding bolt already? So that's your second attack.
I don't know. Does that deal extra damage?
No.
No. I was just wondering.
You don't get advantage on
The second attack.
reactions.
Okay. Would Esma have a thing? A advantage on that or no?
Since it'll be the next attack, she should.
Okay.
Yeah. It got a 21 for its saving throw.
So I guess it takes half damage.
You said that was a 2d6.
2d8.
2d8.
So it takes. I'm gonna channel divinity, so it takes the maximum damage. So it takes 8.
8. Okay. Now, the dragon is then going to. It didn't like the fact that you did a reaction to it. So it's now going to reach out with one of its claws and slap you in the head. And as it does, it says in Draconic, you should know better.
But none of us understand Draconics. Except for Misty, who's encased in amber.
The dragon doesn't care.
I kind of understood.
It got a 22 on its attack.
Oh.
So it does 13 more points of damage.
So it's Esma's turn, right?
No, it's Melody's turn first.
Oh, yeah.
So Melody needs to make her second attempt at breaking out of the amber.
20 plus 2. 22.
Okay. You struggle your way out. And now it's Esma's turn.
I forgot it. I forgot to say what I was gonna do. I'm gonna do my short bow. Well, no. I can take my action to get someone out, right? Of the amber.
Everybody's out of the amber now.
Oh, including Lisa. Oh no, Lisa just got bit. Okay, never mind. Esma's gonna do the special sneak attack, and I'm going to do
Howard, you're about 30 feet away from this dragon.
Okay.
So you would have to move closer to it.
I'll move closer to it. Try to go into hiding when I do it. And I'm gonna. I can't. There's no way.
You're in an open space.
Ah, crap. Well, I can still do my special sneak attack with my ranged weapon.
Since I'm in front of it and you're behind it, you've got flanking.
It's engaged with Lucid.
All
so
right. I could do it.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
You don't have to be hiding when it's engaged with another.
So I think I will do flanking. And I'll stick it in its. I'll flank it. And I'll do my sneak attack on it.
You basically walked up behind it. So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna use my rapier and.
Okay. Roll your attack.
Okay. I got a natural 20, so 26.
Okay.
Then I got 18 plus my sneak attack, which is.
Hold it. How did your rapier get 18 points of damage?
Because my rapier is 1. Well, that's what I just clicked on my thing. It says 1d8 plus 4.
Yeah.
I have no idea why I did that. It just gave it to me.
That means you roll a d8 and add 4.
I just did it from my D&D Beyond. It gave me the number.
I thought she crit.
Oh, I didn't. I did natural 20.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So, okay.
I'm like, I don't know. My D&D Beyond gave me that number.
18 points. Now roll your 2d6.
Okay. So 18 plus 10, 28.
Okay. Now it's
and then I disengage if I can.
Yeah. How far do you move?
She ran away. Typical her.
So now it's only you and Misty left. She ran away. Um,
I say
it's,
retreat, retreat.
Right? Oh, we shouldn't be fighting this dragon. We shouldn't. We're gonna die.
ooh. Hmm. It steps back a couple of steps, open, does its cone of amber breath weapon again, because it rolled a 5 on a d6, so it recharged. And now I need Constitution saving throws from all of you.
Wait, I'm not even near the dragon. He was by them. I was back in their direction.
Within a 15-foot cone, you're all, because you had just broken out of your amber thing, so you hadn't moved.
Yeah, but wasn't he like facing the other direction and a good whatever, however far they were
He's,
from me?
he, he stepped back purposely to get all three of you.
Oh, what did I miss?
We're getting breath weaponed again.
Because the breath weapon recharged and he stepped back so he could purposely get all three of you because he's getting tired of this.
Okay.
I got a 22.
I got a 22 too.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
A nat 1.
Lucid and Misty take 27 points of molten amber damage.
Well, I'm dead.
Um,
I have
while she's figuring that out,
I have
Esma,
16 hit points left.
okay. Esma is once again encased in amber.
Okay.
So, Lucid, I'm making death saves now. So, okay. Misty, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go over and heal Lucid.
Okay. 1d8 plus 4.
Where did my D8 go? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
All right. Lucid, you now have 11 hit points.
Cool.
Esma, give me a Constitution saving throw to see if you can break out.
A nat 20
Okay.
plus 3.
You break out. Now it's the dragon's turn again. First, let me. Not this time. Actually, that it walks over and attacks Misty.
What turns does he get?
What?
As many turns as the DM wants. Don't piss the DM off.
New round. You all went. Now it's his turn. And on its first attack, it reaches out with its.
What did he get to attack with? Because I have a armor class of 18.
Just bite attack. He got a 30. So he hit you. He reaches out with his head and basically takes a bite out of your rib area. And he does 17 points of damage.
Holy cow. Okay, I'm dead.
So Misty's down. Lucid had 11 points, and
we're nowhere near getting done with this dragon, are we?
Fact, it's still got a claw attack to go.
Oh.
So it turns and throws a claw at Lucid since Misty is down. Lucid, what's your armor class?
20.
He barely misses your nose. He got a 19. You see the one nail of his claw go past your nose by about a half an inch. So now I need actually now it's Lucid's turn again.
Can I talk to the dragon and tell it doesn't want to fight us?
Do you have Draconic?
No, but I have Sylvan or Celestial.
Celeste. What? I was gonna say, what in the world would possess Lucid to have Celestial? But that's another story for another time, apparently.
I think a mistake as I was making the character sheet, but we'll run with it.
I believe that, Patrick. I believe that. Or Lucid.
Sure, we believe that.
Unless it comes with cleric.
Give me a persuasion roll to see if you can talk to it in common and it will respond to you.
14?
Nope. It knows you're talking to it, but it just sort of shakes its head. It hears the noise, but doesn't understand the language.
There's only one of us could talk to it.
In that case, guiding bolts again.
See ya.
21.
You know, there is one that could talk to it, and you could heal her. But yeah,
Oh, I can do that too. I'll
Well,
do the healing word on Misty.
you got to do one or the other. Healing.
Healing word's a bonus action.
Oh, okay. So you hit on your guiding bolt. So what's the damage on that?
16.
And then you heal Melody for how much?
1d4 plus 4, so 5.
You have 5 hit points now. So what do you attempt to do? It's your turn.
I tried talking to him again in Draconic, saying, "We did not want to fight you. We are just trying to get to the capital city. We did not want to fight. We tried to hide and get away from you. We did not want to fight you. Please let us go to the capital city."
This is a misunderstanding. Please eat the dwarves.
Give me a persuasion roll.
20 plus 23.
Nope. Contested persuasion roll. You got a 23. It got a 34. No.
34.
Because it has plus 11.
Oh.
It does, however, in Draconic, say to you, I just came from there. There's not much left. And for the first time in your life, you hear a dragon laugh.
So then you're our ally, right?
Whatever, we don't want to kill the queen, and we only want to kill the one.
Says most of the people in the castle were quite crunchy, actually. But now it's Esma's turn.
He? Oh, so Missy didn't do a fight. She just talked to him. So she didn't talk.
Right.
I think Esma's gonna run. I don't think she thinks she can gonna beat this dragon.
Okay.
So I think Esma's gonna try to hide.
Give me a.
No, well, that worked last time. He barbecued you.
Are you going to dash or are you going to do stealth?
I'm gonna do stealth.
You're gonna try and hide again.
Yeah.
Okay. Instead of running away.
Yeah, I got a 22. I would try to run, but my stealth is +8, so I figured it's.
So you hide in the nearby trees. You hear a little bit of a chuckle. because
He's sorry.
it got a 27
Oh,
on its perception. It saw you.
golly gooshes.
Um,
We're gonna die.
so now it's the dragon's turn again. He stops for a second. He's like, I'm getting bored of this.
And please just let us live and go find the dwarves and eat the dwarves.
Oh, it's not about eating things. I've had my fill. You, like I said, the people in the castle were quite crunchy.
Poor
I'm
Esma's
just-
mommy.
I'm just playing. I like to make amber trinkets out of little people like you. But I am getting bored of this. You have all been encased and found your way out of it. I could do this. I could play with you all day. And I have reasons to. I not only had lunch, quote, at the castle, it added a considerable amount to my hoard, which I now need to go home and deposit. So I think I will leave you for now. But we may meet again. I may decide I want you as amber trinkets to take to my cave to add to all the other little pretty things that I have. So we may meet again. And with that, it flies away.
Yay, I guess.
So
Hey Mike, it's 8:25, so I don't know if you want to do a break now, if it's a good time to do a break, or
now would be a good time considering the battle just ended and you guys once again barely managed to survive.
oh, before we do the break, I just wanted to let everyone know who's watching. We won't be on next week. I'm having my laser eye surgery. I don't think we said it earlier, but we won't be on next week.
Actually, I did forget that earlier. So
I forgot too, so we both forgot.
so
I think we all forgot.
thank you for reminding of that.
Not gonna be on next week? Oh,
Yeah. I know. Unless you guys want to go on, I can't do it because of my eye surgery.
gotcha.
I could probably set up OBS, do that. You guys message me. I could open my eyes, turn it on again, and then go back laying down. But that's about it.
Well, we'll see how you're doing by then.
That's true. My surgery is on Thursday, so I might be good.
And well, if you're at least good enough to run, feeling well enough to run OBS, we might do that.
Yeah,
But
I just probably won't be. I can't stare at the screen and the light too long, so I probably set it up, lay down. You guys message me. I'll do the stuff and go back laying down.
Yeah, I don't want to push it.
right.
Yeah.
But we'll check with you by next Sunday and see probably by next Saturday and see how you're doing and go from there.
Okay. So do we want to set it up so that we're back by 8:45, or what time do you want to do?
8:45 is good for me, unless you guys need a longer break.
I'm good, but
I think I'm good. I think. Actually, can we do 8:47? That way, I can give my dog's med store.
The only problem I have with that, I don't have a timer for that, so it's either 8:45 or 9 o'clock.
Okay, 8:45.
Okay.
It's fine if you're a couple minutes late because you're doing that when we start back up.
Mike, I'm gonna text you something. Out
Okay.
while we're on break. Okay.
You mean my phone or in chat?
Oh, we can do it in chat.
Okay.
I'll private message you.
Okay.
All right. See you guys at 8:45.
Be right back.
Be right back too.
Yeah.
Don't forget to unmute.
I already did before you said that. Hey everyone, thank you for rejoining us. Please remember that we may not be here on Sunday. And Mike, is there anything else you want to say before we start?
Just that I hope you're enjoying the episode so far. I hope you like the dragon battle that they just squeak their way out of. And definitely get a hold of us in the chat, because one or more of us is watching the chat from time to time. So if you have a question, definitely put it in the chat and we'll try to answer it for you. So the party definitely takes some time to recover. Because some of you have, well, I think at least two of you have molten amber burns on various spots on your body.
Yeah. Are we able to take a long rest?
Do we want to do that right here where he knows where to find us, or do we want to move away?
Don't think it'll matter that much. If he wants to find us, he'll find us.
That's why dragons fly, because they can see everything. But you guys can head deeper into the woods, into the in fact, you can walk up to the dwarf village where all this started. So you walk a bit into the woods and you come up to the remains of the dwarven village.
Aww.
The protective wall is partially burnt through, so you can easily just walk into the village. It's in pretty bad shape, but there are a few houses left standing, and there are let's see, you can actually see 3 dwarves wandering around the village, sort of cleaning up and assessing what they have to do to rebuild. So, do you guys attempt to walk up and talk to one of them?
I think
Sure.
so. We should ask them if we could stay there to rest, I think.
Hey, we chased off the dragon for you.
Well, that one of them turns to you. He's an older dwarf. His beard is long and gray. His hair is in one large braid, almost hitting the ground behind him. Goes, "Hello, I'm Ictor. I'm the mayor of this village, or what's left of it. Who might you be?"
I'm Lucid, a cleric for the Stormlord.
I'm Misty. I'm an Asimar ranger.
I'm Ellie,
Okay.
a bard who likes to play music.
The traveling minstrel.
Yes, a traveling minstrel. And my musical instrument got burned by the dragon, or got encased in amber by the dragon.
Sorry to hear that. We could use some happier music around here right now.
We all could.
There's only 3 of us left in the village.
I am so sorry for your loss, Esma says, and tries to give them a sad smile. Which I think she, with all her wounds, it actually kind of looks like a kind of a painful grimace.
Yeah. Hector says, "What brings you to our village?"
Rest, because we just battled the dragon, and as you can see, we're all burned. We need food, water, and probably a lot of rest.
Well, the rest you can take. And he points to a bit larger than normal building. That we used as my office, being mayor, but I think it would be fine for the 4 of you. We can pull together what food we have left. I haven't checked our supplies yet to see what kind of damage the dragon did. And we definitely have water. He points to a well that's basically beside the mayor's quarters / administration building that he pointed you to. And he says, "You can rest there as long as you need."
Esma says thank you.
Do you have any ointment that would help with burns?
I don't. Our cleric was killed.
We still have a cleric.
In fact, 90% of the population in the village was killed.
Well, I'm really sorry for your loss.
Yes, we are sorry for your loss.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And he says, we'll bring you what dinner we can just before sundown. And if you need anything else, just come and find me, because I will be spending my time attempting to rebuild. And with that, he turned and goes back to sifting through the rubble to find usable pieces of wood to rebuild things with. So what did the three of you do?
So we rest, I guess.
Yeah, I think we
Um,
should rest.
And I go in and say, you guys rest. I'm gonna see if they need a little bit of help.
They definitely need our gold. We'll be generous, I guess, in paying for this room.
Yes. I agree with that.
So
Because Esma's also thinking, these are my people. Even though I care, but I don't care.
You just like them because they're short.
Yes.
they're still considerably bigger than you.
Whatever, Mike, whatever.
They a dwarf compared to a genasi, they've got you by at least 6 inches. But
Before resting, I see if anyone needs healing. Because I have a spell left.
are you going to use that on your party, or are you talking the 3 dwarves outside?
The dwarves outside?
They seem to be fine.
Okay. Then
I go
I
in and see
just
if they
rest, I
need help
guess.
rebuilding.
You walk over to the mayor and ask what you can do, and he basically tells you that what they're doing is searching out any wood that can be reused to build the houses. So he shows you the kind of wood that they're looking for, and basically has you help search. So
I go about searching for this wood.
Esma's gonna sleep because her hit points are low. Well, she's not feeling good. She's feeling pain and the amber burns, so she wants to rest up before something else happens. So it seems like since she's gone on this journey, nothing good has happened.
I guess I let Esma sleep on the desk and I'll take the chair, just kind of put my feet up.
well, no, in the back of the building, there are beds per se. They are, however, dwarf size. So Esma would fit in one quite well. It'd be a little small for Lucid, but it's better than sleeping in the chair.
That is true.
Well, I guess I'll take a nap.
And Misty, while you're searching for wood, a female dwarf walks out of one of the houses and walks up to the mayor and sort of lays her head on his shoulder. And you can tell that this is his wife.
Aww.
Aww.
And she turns to you and says, Well, the mayor introduces you to his wife, and she turns to you and says, "Do you know anything about cooking?"
Not really.
I made beef jerky once.
um, she says, "The men can handle all this. Come inside and help me make food for you guys."
Sure. We have leftover wolf.
Um, so Misty, do you go inside or
Yes, I do. I follow her inside.
Oh,
you're asleep?
right.
And so is Esma.
Mm-hmm.
Um, do you tell them about the leftover wolf meat that you have?
I say we have a little meat, not a whole lot.
You actually have almost an entire wolf worth of meat.
They might want to buy it.
Okay. So I say, yeah, we have almost a whole wolf, a whole wolf of, however you want to say it, of meat of a wolf.
We have one wolf meat.
So, with that, the mayor's wife does seem interested.
We are willing to sell it to you.
With the disaster we just went through, I'm not sure how much money we have. I can talk to my husband about it, but I'm not sure. And with that, she starts putting vegetables in pots. She tells you to start cutting vegetables and potatoes. And she's making a large pot of stew, basically.
Starts chopping up the vegetables.
Okay. And she says, "I'll be right back. I'll go talk to my husband about the wolf meat." She walks out the door. You can see her walk up to her husband, and you can see them basically talking to each other. Um, she comes back in and puts a small pouch on the counter. She says, "This is all the money we have, but we need the food."
Well, we don't want to take all your money. I mean, here, let me go get you half of what we have, and you can have it for 2 silvers.
Okay.
Wait, what?
2 silvers.
Or you could trade us something for it. Do you have magic items?
But me and Lucid were actually asleep. We don't.
Yes,
We can't
Oh,
you
take
are
right.
asleep. You don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, we don't know she's giving away our wolf.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. You got any magical items that you may be willing to trade for?
Maybe a loot for Esma, so she can
Oh,
pretend that she
Yeah,
is
you're all
a
asleep.
bard.
Shut-
Um, the woman gives you sort of a quizzical look. She says, "I would not know about, you know, the men make lots of things. I don't generally know of any magic item because our village, um, our village wizard does that, and uh, he's no longer among the land of the living.
Wow.
She says literally the only people left in this village are me and the three of them. The rest of the village died.
Yeah, thanks to that dragon, huh?
Has Esma woke up at all during this whole time, Mike?
Give me a perception check.
I got a 30. I'm not 30, 20. 17 plus 3. I was trying adding my 3. Sorry.
Okay,
I might have
awake.
had a little bit more whiskey than I should have before we started.
She's awake.
Okay.
So,
Because I'm thinking Esma might want to invite them to be crew on their ship. Because they lost everything. But I don't know if you guys want to do that. But
yeah,
That's fine with me.
that's an idea.
what do you think, Lucid? Because we do need people on our ship.
Lucid has to wake up first.
Okay.
What? Huh?
Give me a perception roll to see if you woke up.
12?
Okay, well, say you
Barely woke up.
Barely woke up.
you woke up, but you're groggy and you're in pain, and it's like, yeah.
Huh?
Esma's like, we made a plan to go back to sleep.
What are we doing though?
We're gonna ask these dwarves whether or not they want to go and join our crew and be pirates with us. Because they lost everything. And we need more crew, so.
All right.
So, Esma and
Because Esma feels for them, because technically they are her people, even though they don't know that.
oh, you mean since they live on the,
Yeah.
you're supposedly princess of the island, so.
Supposedly is.
Everyone, even the dwarves.
Okay,
Even dwarves.
so I get that now. I'm like Genasi and dwarf. No, but so you and Lucid walk out of the building as you see Misty handing the old woman half of the wolf meat.
We're like, what are you doing, Misty?
I'm helping them.
By giving them half of our food?
They
Well-
need food, but we're gonna eat some of it too.
Well, why don't we just invite them to be a part of our crew?
Oh, I never thought of that.
So Esma goes to them and says, do you want to join our crew? We have a boat and we just travel the seas. Maybe that will, you guys lost everything here. Maybe that will help you guys.
The four of them look at each other because the concept of dwarves on a boat
The dwarves.
on the ocean is a bit foreign to them. They're used to living in the forest in their little village.
The pay's great.
After some consultation and the wife sort of, punching Ictor in the shoulder, Ictor goes, well, since we have pretty much lost everything and it would take quite a bit of resources to rebuild the village, which we don't really have right now. We can give your ship a try.
Worst case scenario is it's not for you. We'll take you to another port, and you can rebuild in another town.
True. And we might be able to make some gold along the way, which could also help us rebuild at some point.
Is it okay if we find any items that we may want? Is it okay if we can have it? We'll ask you first before we take.
Um,
You just ask them if you can loot their village.
Yes, in a nice way.
Well, they sort of look at you sideways and they go, well, since we're leaving, our cleric and our mage are dead now. And the woman sort of looks up at the sky and goes, God, we have so many funerals to have to do before we leave.
In the tradition of the Stormlord, you can leave the bodies where they lie.
She
I'm
turns.
gonna go.
She turns to you and sort of looks at you and goes, the Stormlord allows you not to bury the bodies?
Only if they were killed in violence and or storm.
Well,
Killed in violence.
they were definitely killed in violence. This is true. Because you do see, as they're hunting for wood, you do see solidified fragments of amber all over the village. There's nobody in them. There's some fair size chunks of amber laying almost everywhere. Whatever this village had, the dragon seriously wanted it. So
it's a very practical religion.
Yeah, I think Esma's gonna help bury the dead if that's what they want, but she's also gonna look for any items that she may want. So she cares, but she
I help
also
bury the bodies too.
she also wants to know if there's anything good. Cause she is a thief, so she she's a nice thief, but she's a thief.
Since you are a cleric of the Stormlord, the woman asked you, you think it'd be okay to have one funeral for everybody? So we weren't doing this 97 times?
That is an encouraged practice, but we must list all of their names.
Ixtor said that's easy. I have a list in my office with everybody's name on it that lives in the village.
So we just cross off the people that are still alive and we're good to go.
He says, well, there's only 4 of us. So there was 101 people in our village. Now there's only 4.
tragedy.
You
Maybe
see,
tragedy.
you see parts of dwarves scattered among the wood of the houses, and I do mean parts of dwarves. But they say that in exchange for your help, if you want to look around and see if there's anything that you would like, you would be welcome to it.
I think Esma's gonna look around after she helped with, the one burial thing.
So Ictor goes and gets his list, and the four of them plus you basically pile up whatever remains of the bodies that they can pile up. And
What about the one the dwarf we saw that got encased? What happened to that one?
he was running past you when that happened. He's like not even in the wood. He was out of the wood. He was past you when that happened.
And
He failed his
since
Did he
saves
hurt or did he
and
die?
No, when he got blasted, it killed him. Or better said, it encased him. And since he didn't have a way to get out and he didn't have anybody to help him, he died. He basically suffocated as all the air got used up. He is now, for lack of a better term, a museum exhibit.
he got Pompeyed.
Basically, yes. So, how would a cleric of the Stormlord go about doing this?
Well, I'd stack up all the bodies and then, gust of wind their ashes away
Well,
after we burn them.
oh, you're intending to do the funeral pyre thing? Is that?
Yeah, the funeral pyre thing with a prayer to the Stormlord.
So, as I put you on the spot, how would this describe to me how this service would go?
Well, I'd bring the four dwarves that are still alive. We'd stand around the pyre, and I'd be like, "Well, oh great Stormlord, these dwarves were taken in an act of extreme violence, rivaling the greatest storms. Raise fast their souls unto heaven as brave warriors died in battle."
And at that point, you light the pyre and starts burning. And the four dwarves each take their turns, telling short stories of the memories of their friends as the pyre burns behind them. And they each lament about how this was a wonderful village to live in until yesterday, and how they will miss this village because it's been their home for some of them hundreds of years. And then they just turn and they watch the pyre burn and until it's nothing but ash. And then, as if on cue, a large wind picks up and the ashes lift upward and disappear. And with that, they invite you into the mayor's house. And the 7 of you have dinner with some of the wolf meat and the vegetables that Misty and the mayor's wife were preparing earlier. And actual homemade bread that the mayor's wife had been working on even before you guys showed up. She's been baking since first light almost. After dinner, as you're all drinking a tankard of the village ale, because every dwarven village has their own ale. Ictor is like, tell us more about this ship that you want us to be the crew on.
So Esma says, we found a ship, or we were on a ship. We found a ship, or we were on a ship, and we had an unfortunate accident, and we ended up being the owners of the ship. So we are now trying to get a crew so we can travel around and have adventures.
So are you wanting an all dwarven crew, or what? What are your ideas with this?
We actually already have crew members. Right, Lucid? I believe we picked up a couple of crew members last time.
We've hired on a few men.
Oh yeah, you did. So I think they were all human though, as I recall.
Right.
So the dwarves and the humans generally get along.
Good. They're not racist dwarves.
Yes, but are they racist humans?
We'll see. You never know.
That's more to the point. So they're like, we've got nothing better to do. And having just eaten the stew you had, you realize that this dwarven woman cooks better than the ship's cook that you already have.
Oh, good. We can make
Fantastic.
We can make him something else.
and or they can do it together.
That is true.
You know, they've got to cook for a dozen people or more. Two of them would not be a bad thing.
And because we have dwarves there, we could probably have dwarven ale. Hopefully one of them knows how to make it.
No, he died.
Oh.
No, anybody in the Dwarven village would know how to make ale. It's part of their heritage. But Ictor says the ale you're drinking, I made myself. So
Esma says this is the best ale I have ever had, and she drinks
It's very
greedily
yummy.
for the first time in her life.
he's like, might be difficult to get ale brewing supplies on a ship, though. I've never made ale on a ship. So,
Well, there's the first time.
You'd be the first, maybe, but it would probably be awesome after a couple tries.
Dwarven mead, so much better. And you can do it in a smaller space.
he's like, I've heard of that. Some neighboring villages talk about it. I've never tried to make it myself. I hear it is sweeter than ale, though.
That sounds like I don't really care for sweets. I don't know.
And somewhat thicker from what I've heard. I can give it a try and see what you think.
We would appreciate it.
And
save us gold, not having to buy ale or mead. If you could do it on the boat.
Yeah.
It's only going to take 8 months to make one.
oh, every batch of ale I make, there is considerable amount. And he points over to the 4 barrels sitting in the corner of the kitchen. He's like,
you can get the barrels down to the boat.
He's like, that was my last batch. It's the batch you're drinking now.
Oh. Esma looks at.
Get that to the boat.
Well, we do have horses or whatever, and I thought dwarves can. Am I wrong? But can dwarves carry a lot? And they might have stuff that we could use to carry it.
Yeah, dwarves can carry quite a bit. They're strong.
No?
They're stronger than humans.
I think Esma would ask. While Esma's eating and drinking, she's probably gonna ask Missy, what did the dragon say when you talked to it? Or did he say anything interesting? Because me and Lucy don't understand.
He basically said that he ate enough okay, I just tell you and you all know.
Oh, Esma's like, he attacked the castle?
Yes, he did.
Esma goes really pale under her blue skin.
Okay, I will tell as Misty, I will tell you what the dragon said. The dragon said the people in the castle were quite crunchy, and because he ate most of them, he wasn't hungry. That's why you survived.
And he was just playing with us. And likes to play around, making his little ornaments.
Yeah.
He kept breaking out of it.
He basically wanted to make you guys amber ornaments. Because he was going to take you back to his hoard in his cave and add you to his hoard. He has lots of amber ornaments.
I think Esma has to find out who he actually killed in the castle. At least to find out. So I think she's gonna tell the dwarves, we still have business to do here, but if you want, you could go to the ship, and she names the ship and says you could set up there, or you could come with us, or you could stay here until we come back. Whatever you prefer.
Well, Ictor says, I think we'll stay here and meet you here because we still have belongings to collect and stuff like that.
Okay.
Warning, you might want weapons when you go to the boat.
Can we search for the cleric and mage's stuff to see if they had any items?
You can, yeah.
And I think
I'll
Esma's
search
gonna.
for the cleric and mage's stuff.
After dinner, you can definitely do that.
Cool.
And when you talk about weapons, Missy, Ictor goes over to the corner and picks up a hammer that's actually bigger than Esma and goes, I think I'm fine as far as weapons go.
You don't want to mess with a dwarf.
No. And the three of them, including his wife, all chuckle and go, yeah, I think we're good as far as the weapons.
Yeah, you got any magical ones?
You'd have to search the what's left of the, excuse me, Mage Tower to find that out.
Do you have a musician area? Was any of your people a musician?
Now, what was that?
Oh, was any of your people a musician or bard? Since my musical instruments got burned.
Your musical instruments that you totally had.
Yes,
Yeah.
that I
Yeah.
totally had.
Right, yeah.
My unnamed musical instrument.
Yes.
Assorted.
No. Give me a persuasion roll on that.
All right.
Because as you're saying that, you're looking awful iffy.
15 plus. I believe it's. Hold on, let me make sure. Because I get confused between both ones. I know the other one better. 15 plus. Persuasion. 4. So. 15 plus 4 is 19.
Okay, they believe you. They're like, Our cleric was a bit of a musician, at least when he was drinking anyway.
Listen, I'll go with you and check his stuff.
You might check his place. Hector's wife says, oh, that's the house just to the left of where we are. There's not a whole lot left of it, but you can search it.
So Esma's not used to drinking because she hasn't really. She drinks a little bit, but she's loving the sale. So she is getting more drunker and drunker than she's ever been before. I think the stress of her mission is getting to her.
And they all say if you want to check the mage, our mage's house, it's the strange looking wooden tower on the edge of the village. Ixor's like, I don't know what it is with mages. They all think they have to build towers and such. It's like dwarves climbing up 4 flights of stairs. It's stupid. Yeah. But what can you do, I guess? But by time actually goes by and you guys are drinking a fair amount of ale, and by the time Icthor gets up to move the cask that you were drinking and open a second one, you realize it's midnight already. And I need dex rolls from all four of you. Or all three of you.
I got a 3 plus 4, 7.
11 plus.
So do I fall on my ass like usual?
11 plus 3, 14.
I got a 10.
So all three of you realize it's midnight and that you should go sleep now. And you're like, we'll search in the morning before we leave. And all three of you thank everybody for dinner and help with the funeral. And you say, we'll see you in the morning. And two of you, it's Misty gets up fine. Esma and Lucid get up. Lucid stumbled but catches himself on the door frame. Esma gets up and literally falls on her face on the floor. And you figure that they would be laughing, but you look up and they're all just sort of smiling because they've been through this before. And with visiting adventurers and such. And Icthor's wife actually reaches down to help you up. And she turns to her husband and goes, I'll be right back. I'm going to help this one over to their quarters for the night. I'll be right back.
The sad thing is, this may be one of the first times Esma ever felt drunk, but it won't be the last.
and so the pirate ship with dwarves who make ale and mead, probably not.
Probably not.
So she actually tucks you into one of the bunks in the building, sort of pats you on the head and says, we'll see you in the morning, depending on what shape you're in by morning.
Esma mumbles, thank you, Mommy, and goes to sleep.
Yeah. And Icthor's wife goes back to the three of them, and the three of you basically pass out for the night. You get up the next morning basically because Icthor's wife comes to check on you. Misty's fine. She doesn't want to get up, but she's fine.
I'm like, I want to sleep some more.
Yeah. This is actually the first bed you've been in for a while. Patrick's kind of grumpy because he's got a bit of a headache when he wakes up. The ale was a bit stronger than he thought. But Esma has a serious full-blown hangover.
Her first one in her lifetime. Woo.
Which she's never had before. And it's a serious bitch. It's like, you don't even want to see sunshine, much less attempt to get up.
She's like, what is this? Is there anything to fix this? Uh, what is this
And I could
horrible
cast a
feeling?
spell, but it's gonna cost you.
I'll give you a
Yeah.
gold coin. I need it.
No. I can't take your money. It would be against my oath to the Stormlord. I need you to convert.
Convert. What is this conversion require?
First, Patrick, do you have lesser restoration at all?
Sure, just not prepared.
Well, there is
Okay.
Misty. Misty could help me.
But I can cast it as a ritual. It only
Don't
takes like
cost you
10
20
minutes or
gold
whatever.
pieces.
So
Misty,
what does this conversion require?
do you have lesser restoration?
Nope.
Then you can't help. It takes a lesser restoration spell.
Yeah.
Oh, darn. I don't have that one.
Esma feels so bad. She's really thinking about it, and he's like, "Well, what does this conversion require? Because I kind of like how you are, so it sounds like it's a good thing."
Well, you'd need to be baptized into the faith.
What does that
You'd
require?
need to be struck by lightning.
Struck by lightning? Is that worth getting rid of a hangover? Do I get special powers?
Probably
No.
not.
Let's see. Being struck by lightning could kill you. So yes, it could have worse side effects than the hangover you got. Yes.
Well, if I get magical abilities, yes. But if not, it's not worth it. I can look to see if there's any potions available here.
You're not going to become the Flash.
Darn.
No. Patrick is good, but he's not a superhero.
As long as I'm not Carnage or Venom, I'm cool.
You don't want to be slimy.
I don't want to. Yeah. Or hear voices in my head or anything like that.
Yeah.
Plus,
Hard
Deadpool.
pass.
Deadpool. The reason why he's so crazy is because he actually had, But anyway, we're going off of D&D.
Off the deep end there.
Yeah. Sorry, I could talk comic books for a long time.
Somehow I'm not surprised. So Hector's wife comes and wakes you guys up and says, if you want breakfast, I would get up now if I were you.
I hear drinking gets you drunk again and helps with a hangover. Is this true?
Yes.
You get up in an hour and have breakfast.
Esma's like, I am gonna get another drink of ale so I can get rid of this hangover. And she goes and she stumbles to get food and
She's
drink a little bit.
The Hector's wife is like, in an hour, the food will be gone.
Oh, darn.
I definitely get up and eat food.
Yeah, I get up and go get food too.
Esma gets up, eats food, and drinks a tank of ale, hoping it'll help her with her hangover.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Who?
Esma,
She got a nat one.
you basically eat your breakfast, drink half a tankard of ale, and proceed to vomit on the floor.
Aww. If only she had an unseen servant.
Another job your unseen servant wouldn't do.
Well, she doesn't have her yet, so.
It's like, you want me to what? No.
Dangerous.
There's a difference between an unseen servant and an unseen slave. There are things they won't do. But
That's what Esma should have, an unseen servant. I mean, slave.
but
Slaves
But
should be seen and not heard.
actually, Icthor's wife sort of gives you a halfway hug and is like, I've dealt with this many times before.
Esma leans into the hug, and this is probably one of her first, female touch before, and she just melts into it. And she just wants to cry. But she doesn't know if it's because of the alcohol or just the touch of like a motherly figure.
She's like, Icthor used to do this all the time when he was younger. Couldn't handle his alcohol worth a damn. He's gotten better as he's gotten older. So she gets a mop and starts mopping the floor. And
I think Esma's gonna. How does she feel? Does she feel better, or does she still feel worse?
She, oddly enough, throwing up does help.
You can rally.
It sort of settles your stomach a bit. The headache gets a little bit less, so you feel somewhat better.
So I think Esma's gonna go and look for potions.
Search the cleric's house?
Yeah, for any potions to maybe make her feel completely good, or just in case we get hurt again. She wants to have some potions.
So all three of you go to search the cleric's house after breakfast, or do you split up and go to the mage tower, or how do you want to do it?
I head to the mage tower.
So
I head for the mage tower.
okay. Which one is Patrick going with?
I guess we'll go together. I'll do the mage tower and then we'll do the cleric's house.
Okay.
Esma will just go to the cleric's house because she really needs something to feel better about.
She's like, gotta get that anti-nauseous potion really quick here.
And I don't want to be struck by lightning, so that's a given.
I don't know. It's happened to Lucid 3 or 4 times. He seems to like it. I don't know.
He's still alive.
If I got powers, I'd totally do it. If I get magical abilities. But without that ain't worth it.
So
I'll cast guidance on Misty, make her good at finding stuff.
So Misty, give me an Misty and Lucid give me investigation rolls.
So I get at a plus roll die 4, right?
Yeah.
So
I got a nat 20, so I get 19.
Woohoo.
yeah, I got a natural 22. And then natural 20. Come on. Plus 2. Plus. We're doing an investigation, right?
Yeah.
That's 22 plus 5. So 27.
Yeah. So this 2 of you search around the mages, what's left of the mage tower. It's basically there's rubble on the floor, pieces of wood laying around, chunks of amber on the floor. There is one bookshelf still standing. It's got one book and 2, they look like potion bottles. And that's pretty much all that's left standing is this bookshelf.
Great, they got potions.
Questions we don't even know what they are.
Nope. You have no idea what they are.
So who could we take them to find out?
Probably any mage place and ask them. They could.
You know, you are headed toward the capital city of the island. If they don't have it there, they're not going to have it on the island.
Have what? Have what?
Another mage guild so that
Oh.
they can test
Okay.
the potion and tell us what it is.
And the book.
Yeah.
That is if the three of you, if the two of you take these things.
Oh, we do. Or I do, at least.
You take everything that's not nailed down. The books, the potions, the wood.
The amber, the wood, the body parts.
Yep.
You just sort of clean the place out.
Well, we don't need the body parts, but
I thought we already took care of the body parts and burned them.
exactly.
You do
We took
have
the big pieces.
Just not the small.
there's random organs laying around, stuff like that.
If we didn't peel the appendix off of the wall.
So, but Lucid, give me another investigation roll.
I got a 20 again, so 19. That's very unlikely, but I'm rolling on D&D Beyond.
You've got
I
a
tell you,
negative.
sometimes it's good, huh?
That's
You've
it,
got,
right? 19. Have you got
It has a -1 for investigation.
Yeah, I'm really bad at it, actually.
You need, when you get your ability scores, you need to move that up off of -1.
No way.
Why? I have good investigation. He might as well build it on something else.
so,
That's why. So
but 19 is good enough. As you're digging through the wood and the rubble and the amber and the assorted bloody body part, you see something odd carved into the floor.
I poke it.
Give me a dex check.
Uh, 20.
You poke it, it starts to glow red in a large circle in the middle of the floor. You just barely are able to leap out of the way as it starts to glow.
I dodge.
So you're able to get yourself out of the circle before it starts, just as it starts glowing. And Misty, when it starts glowing, you see this too. What do the two of you do?
I watch it and see what it does.
I try and turn it off.
So do you attempt to poke it again or what?
I guess so. I try and poke it in a way to turn it off.
So you take a piece of the wood and you step into the center of this.
Oh, I definitely don't step into it.
How are you going to poke it then?
And then I don't try and do that if that's in the middle of the rune.
This circle is a good
I could just picture
3 feet in diameter circle.
Seeing nothing useful, I attempt to withdraw.
After a few minutes, the glowing fades.
So that didn't look healthy.
Remember, you don't know what this mage was working on when the dragon attacked.
I cast detect magic.
Okay. On the circle.
And I guess the room, if I can do that.
Well, yeah, there's magical energy all over the place. It detect magic's bouncing everywhere.
Well, I guess mostly the circle, unless I can see anything else useful.
But it hits the circle. The circle glows black and sort of, you can literally see the energy of your detect magic get sucked in the circle and disappear.
Looks like something we shouldn't mess with. Let's go check out the cleric's house.
Yeah, let's go.
And as you're leaving the mage's house, you can swear you hear a very deep, low tone chuckle coming from behind you.
Dude was summoning demons or something. God damn it.
So, do you stop and tell the others, or do you keep going over to the cleric's house where Esma currently is?
I run to the door to warn them and tell them there's something going on in that mage's house.
And
And then I head to the clerk's house.
one of Victor's friends who you met last night at dinner was like, I told you he's always been up to something iffy. So, Esma, you get to the cleric's house first.
yes.
What do?
Well, first she's looking for potions because she got a rage. She doesn't feel as bad, but she still feels like she could puke any minute. So she wants to make sure that she has something to help with this dang hangover that she never had in her life before.
Here, we found potions.
The cleric's house is one of the few houses that is still mostly intact. About half the roof is gone, but other than that, it's mostly intact.
Awesome.
So give me an investigation roll to see.
Okay, natural 20 plus
We're really good investigators.
22.
You walk around the house. It's, for Dwarven standards, it's quite a nice house. There's ornate carvings everywhere in the walls, and there's runes carved in the doorways. It's quite a nice house.
Is there any locks that she could pick to see if there's any good treasures after if she finds?
Um, actually, as you head near the back of the house, there is a room where the door is closed.
Esma's gonna pick at it. She's gonna open it. Try to open it.
Give me a dexterity roll. Add your proficiency, your dex bonus, and if you have a lock pick,
I do.
Roll the d20 and add all those.
Okay. So that's a 13. Then you said Dex, right?
Yeah.
So that's 17. Then add.
Your lock pick and your proficiency bonus.
Okay. What is my proficiency? I just usually look at my D&D Beyond. I'm not sure which one's that one is.
I do believe at level 4 your proficiency bonus is a 3.
Okay. So that would have been 13 plus 4 plus 3. So that's 20 plus my lockpick, which I don't see on D&D Beyond what it gives me the score on that one.
Well, 20 is enough anyway.
Okay.
So you pull out your lockpick set that's never been used before.
Woohoo! Besides in school.
Yeah. The leather casing is still brand new, practically. And you remember back to your training in school and start to, fuss with the tumblers and the lock. And after a minute or two, though, you hear a click and the tumblers tumble and you grab the doorknob and the doorknob turns and the door opens. You have successfully picked your first lock. This seems to be the room where the cleric made all of his potions. It has all of his ingredients and potion bottles, and there are some potions that are stoppered and that are setting up on the shelf.
Is there any that probably will help her with her hangover that she sees?
Give me an investigation roll.
Okay. 18 plus 2, 20.
About this time, Misty and Lucid walk in the front door. What do you guys do?
I guess I'd search the first room and then the second room.
You don't really find much other than what you would normally find in a house. But you do hear somebody, or at least it sounds like somebody, rummaging around in a room near the back of the house.
Okay.
Now I check the next 2 rooms.
I go towards the noise.
And the 2 of you get there and you see Esma looking through a row of bottles on the shelf. And you see this, and then you see Esma pick up a bottle with a greenish thick liquid in it.
Sure, that one. You should drink
And
that one.
so, does Esma do that, or do you just?
Well, I see a cleric come in who should know what this is. So she says, Lucid, what is this?
I try to identify it.
Yep. Give me an investigation check.
Oh boy, those are my favorite. I got a 3.
You have no idea what this potion is. You've never seen a potion this color before.
It looks like a potion of. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I was like, should I drink it just in case?
Probably not.
Esma stops Lucid and puts it in her bag. Maybe she'll figure it out later. She goes, is there anything else that is of interest in this room?
There are. What?
Probably all the potions will come in handy for something or another.
There is.
Yes, and she'll probably take all of them, but right now she's looking for one that makes her feel better.
There are a total of 6 potions, 6 bottles full of liquid on this shelf. So do you take all of them, or?
Oh, I think that Lucid might want it, so Esma pockets them and says, Lucid, you can look at them later.
All right.
Is there anything else in here that is of note, Mike?
Well, there is one thing, and Misty sees it before the rest of you do. And Misty, you think this is sort of strange, but there's a symbol hanging on a chain on the wall. A necklace, basically. And why you think this is strange is it's the exact same symbol that Lucid is wearing.
Ooh.
This cleric was also a cleric of the Storm Lord.
Oh, convenient.
Do you attempt to pick this up? Do you attempt to take it off the wall, or do you just leave it there? Misty,
you're the one who saw it, not us.
I pointed to Lucid. Look, I said, look, that's the symbol you wear.
Yeah, it is. Do I still have detect trap? No,
but Esma could check it. I think Esma, because she's a rogue, she can try to see if there's any traps or anything. Maybe not magical.
Esma, does this look like it's booby trapped?
Esma does checks it out.
well, give me a. That would be a dex check with your trap. Do you have a trap modifier or add your proficiency to it?
Okay. I do have a proficiency to it. So, well, I got an 18 plus, you said my dex, right? So that's 22 plus my proficiency. Let me see. If I'm reading it right, I got a 24.
Okay. You touch the symbol. And first your fingers start to tingle, and then you actually you end up taking lightning damage from touching this thing. You take 7 points of lightning damage.
So does that mean I've been converted now?
Oddly enough, when while you're taking this damage, in your head, you see the largest, darkest storm that you've ever seen. And you hear in your head, I'm coming.
And Esma's like, who are you?
And when I do, the world will not be the same.
Are you bringing chaos?
He says, I am the storm.
And Esma's like, I think I like you.
And you open your eyes and you find yourself on your back on the floor from the lightning damage. But you get up, when you get up, your head is clear, like the hangover's gone, and your head is clearer than it's ever been before.
Yay!
And you're like, what in the world was that?
Esma looks at Lucid and says, I think I've been converted.
Baptized unto the Storm Lord.
Lucid, when you look at Esma, you see
Her hair is standing out.
For a split second, you actually see a streak of lightning in each eye. But only for a split second.
Looks like she grabbed a bug zapper.
Yeah.
A bug zapper.
Only the strongest one you could ever imagine.
Hey, it's only 6 points of damage. That's like a third of a person.
Whatever.
Oh, and the burns from the dragon are gone now. You look at your arms and they're the way they were before the battle happened.
Esma looks at Lucid and says, show me the way.
And the three of you walk out of the cleric's house with all the potions that you have yet to identify. And you tell the people in the village that you are ready to go, that you've completed what you are looking for. And by now they have all the things that they want to take with them, including 3 casks of ale, the 3 that were sitting in the corner. is towards like, we're gonna need this on the ship. So
Part of the basic rations.
Oh, does Esma find a lute or anything, Mike, in the cleric's area? Because I think he was the musician. Or any musical instrument. It doesn't have to be a lute.
actually, she does.
Ooh, what did she find?
It's not a lute though.
Okay.
It's a flute.
Okay.
And it's
The flugelhorn?
No. It's a wooden flute, but it's very ornately carved.
Okay.
It's definite dwarven craftsmanship.
Esma pockets it. She's gonna try and see if she could play the flute or learn how to play the flute.
And you give the dwarves instructions on how to get to Gaynor, where your ship is docked, and you head on your way toward what you now believe are the ruins of the castle and the capital city, where Esma as a child was raised for a short time until the attempt on her life sent her away.
The beep, 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 beep.
And
beep, beep, beep.
with what the dragon told you, you now have no idea what you're walking into or what you'll find.
She's hoping her stepfather is dead so she doesn't have to kill him. But she wants her mom's alive. And she doesn't really care about her siblings. Well, she does a little bit.
And momentarily thinking of your mother, you have no idea where she is, where she could be, or what condition she could be in.
And I think Esma has one tear fall down her eye as she thinks about her mother.
And as you head off toward the capital city, that's where we're going to end tonight. With a whole lot of unknown, a whole lot more unknown than you thought when you started.
That's one thing I know about you, Mike, is the more and more we play, the more and more we don't know.
True.
It's just what's the type of unknown we don't know.
Yeah.
And
you never know it's gonna come.
And you don't know what could be waiting for you when you get there.
Is there anything you guys want to say before we end everything?
Did you guys enjoy the episode?
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yes.
Did you guys like meeting my amber dragon?
I did. It was fun.
My amber dragon is definitely different.
Yeah.
I like him a lot.
Well, since this is my second time meeting him, I like him. Although I think the way you described him seemed a little bit different. Is it a different amber dragon?
Well, no. The first time you met him, he flew over and he talked to you for a little bit, but you you saw him from a distance.
Oh, I'm in
So-
another game.
Oh,
The other game that we played. I was just curious. Because he seemed more amberish and more golden and brownish color, if I remember correctly. There's like an amber in the light. I was just curious.
but
It was still cool. I loved it.
yeah, but you guys don't know what will be left when you get there,
Yeah.
or who will be left when you get there.
Yeah. Kind of excited to find out.
And now this party now consists of 2 devotees of the Storm Lord and a fallen angel.
Well, for now, I mean, I think Esma is converted, but we'll see how that goes. Because sometimes conversions don't last.
Well, you also have to remember the Storm Lord isn't necessarily a good deity.
Yeah.
Storms do massive damage to things.
Well,
So
being that Esma loves chaos, I think she'd actually like that.
storms definitely bring chaos. So, but yeah, tune in a week from this. Well, no,
Potentially, we may have a show next week. I think most likely we will, but if not, I'm so sorry. It's gonna be. We'll let you know by Thursday whether or not we will have a show.
next
Someday
week,
we'll have another episode.
Yes.
next week, if we have it, will be Fallen Dragons. That group will be back in the Shadowfell.
Yes. So the next 2 weeks will be Fallen Dragons because that's gonna be the 5th and the 1st, I believe, if I remember correctly. Because that would be next week's the 5th Sunday, and then the next week after that will be the 6th, the first Sunday. So we'll have 2 back-and-back Fallen Dragons.
So we changed our Twitch scheduling, right?
Yes.
So can people?
Well, we didn't do it individually. We just put Fallen Dragons / Esma's beginnings. If you guys want to do that, you guys can do it individually. I just didn't have the time to do that.
I wonder if we can do that on Facebook. It'd be easier for people to find.
It's up to. I think it's something we have to discuss and look around. But for Twitch, it was individually having to add. But we could talk about that later.
Okay, so we'll try and figure out the best way for you guys to track our schedule. It's a little weird right now, but we'll figure it out. And please give us a follow on Twitch if you like what we're doing. Give us a subscription on YouTube. This video will be up probably at the latest 48 hours.
Actually, it'll be up in 5 minutes after we end the stream.
Yeah, because we did pretty
Someday.
good. We did pretty good with the technical difficulties this time. So yeah.
Yeah.
And jump on our Discord, ask us questions. You can ask us questions leave comments on our YouTube videos. Check out our Facebook page, our podcast on Anchor and Spotify and a couple other places. So, because our podcast is really cool. And even though our schedule's a little up and down at the moment, we're still here and we're trying to give you guys some interesting stories.
And I know you guys already seen this episode, but there should be a trailer for this episode. Maybe later on this week, early this week. Because I find that after we do the actual show, it's easier to give you guys a good trailer that reflects the show that we've done. It was getting a little hard guessing what the show may or may happen, may or may not happen.
A little.
Just a little.
Yeah, that's a little difficult when a player in the game is the one making the trailer for the episode.
Yeah, I learned that when we were doing Sands of Time, and I thought we were going to do a Bounty Hunter episode, and we totally didn't do that. So I was like, yeah, that trailer doesn't quite show what it actually is. Oh, well.
I'm not predictable.
No, I love your unpredictability. It's so much fun. But anyway, I think because we're ending a little later than usual, we'll just end it here if that's okay with everyone else.
We covered everything, didn't I?
The only thing I would like to add, I think you already did it, but I want to personally say it, is thank you guys for tuning in and supporting our channel, and I hope you guys enjoy the content.
Yes, please support us. I hope you love us.
Or at least love our content, or love to hate us.
Yeah. Put messages to Tina on Discord about, help her recover from her surgery. Give her all the supports you guys can give her.
Thank you.
And the Fallen Dragons group will see you guys next week, hopefully, if not the week after.
And we should have a pleasant surprise for you guys next week. All right, see you guys, or the week after, whenever we do that. Have a good night, you guys.
Good night, everyone.
Buenas noches.
Bye.